Let me ask you something. What do you do after a tragic accident when you're in the middle of nowhere? I mean, the logical thing to do is to save yourself, right? But what if your conscience won't let you? What if it demands you do something unbelievable? We're about to dive into a powerful story about family, about fear, and about a moral choice that seems to defy all reason.
So, picture this. The story kicks off on a completely deserted road, deep inside a jungle in the dead of night. You can just feel that sense of isolation, right? The feeling that anything could happen out there, so far away from the safety of the world.
All right, so let's meet the family at the very heart of this journey. Because inside their car, a quiet, simmering tension is already building, long before the real crisis even begins. So who's in the car? We've got Vikram, the father, behind the wheel. His wife, Chandni, is right beside him, and their two young kids are in the back. They're on their way home from a wedding, which should be a happy time, but the whole mood in the car is about to take a very, very sharp turn.
And right here we get the first real taste of the conflict, and it's happening right inside the car. Chandni's gut feeling, her intuition is just screaming that this is a bad idea. But Vikram, he just kind of brushes it off with this confidence that, let's be honest, he might not even really feel. It's a dynamic you've probably seen before, but it's totally setting the stage for the impossible choice that's coming.
But you know, that little argument they're having, it is nothing compared to what's about to happen just outside their car. In one single instant, their entire journey is going to take a violent and totally irreversible turn. For just 1 second, that's all it takes. Vikram's attention drifts, and in that single moment, there's this sickening thud. The car jolts, swerves hard, and slams into a tree. And just like that, the deep silence of the jungle is completely shattered by the cries of their children in the back seat. As Vikram pushes his door open into that oppressive, thick darkness, Chandni's voice just cuts right through the night. Her vague worry from before? Well, that is now sharpened into pure, terrifying fear. She knows, deep down, they are not safe. Vikram carefully walks back to see what they hit. And what he finds, wow, it is just gut-wrenching. It's not a rock, it's not just some random animal. It's a tiger cub, a Sherka Shavak, and it's lying lifeless on the road. This incredible symbol of the jungle's wildness, now just a small, broken body. He just scrambles back to the car, all that earlier confidence completely gone, replaced by just raw terror. He tells Chandni what's happened, and in that moment, the true heavy weight of their situation just suffocates the small space of that car.
Okay, so this is where the story really truly begins. Because this isn't about a simple car accident anymore. Oh no. It's about what you do after the tragedy, especially when you're faced with a totally shocking proposal.
Chandni's reaction is this classic mix of "I told you so" and just pure, practical fear. Her instinct is all about survival. It's simple. To her, this was a horrible, terrible accident, but the only logical thing to do now is get her family out of there and to safety. And this lays the core conflict bare, doesn't it? Chandni's argument is pure logic. They are in real danger and they have to leave now. But for Vikram, something inside him has fundamentally shifted. This deep, unsettling feeling of responsibility has taken hold, and it just won't let him drive away.
So that's the crucial question right here. Is a tragic accident just an accident, or does it create something more? An obligation, maybe. A duty to do something beyond just getting back in the car and driving away.
And then Vikram says something that absolutely floors his wife, and let's be honest, it probably floors us too. He says, we have to perform its last rites. He's talking about a sacred funeral ceremony, a final act of respect for a soul's peaceful passage, a ritual for humans, and he's proposing it for a tiger cub, out here in the middle of a dark jungle.
Chandni's disbelief is just absolute. Have you gone mad? I mean, from her point of view, it is a perfectly fair question, right? His idea is dangerous, it's bizarre, it's deeply irrational. It is the logical response to a completely illogical proposal.
But here's the thing, to Vikram this isn't madness. It's a moral conviction that he simply cannot ignore, no matter how strange it seems. And so he starts to prepare for the final solemn act of the night.
And this is Vikram's justification. He feels this profound duty because their car is what caused this death. He just can't bring himself to leave the cub's body there to be torn apart by scavengers. For him, this final act is about providing mukti, this idea of spiritual liberation, of freeing a soul. It's an act of ultimate respect. So, ignoring Chandi's protests, Vikram just moves with this strange, quiet purpose. He gently wraps the small body in a cloth, carries it deep into the jungle, and methodically builds a small pyre. All alone in the darkness, with the sounds of the night all around him, he performs the rite.
When it's all done, Vikram returns to the car. There are no more arguments. Really, there's nothing left to say. They just get back in and drive away, leaving that little flickering pyre behind them, with a heavy, thick silence hanging between them in the dark.
And so we're left with this question. Was Vikram's act a moment of pure madness, just born from the shock and the darkness of it all? Or was it an act of profound, almost unbelievable compassion, a deep recognition that all life, no matter how small, deserves some dignity in death? What would you have done?